Have you ever had the experience of talking with friends and hearing about some friends of yours getting divorced? People that you watched their life and you thought their family was great and they were enjoying life, and then all of a sudden you wonder, what could have happened? Did something crazy happen? Did someone have an affair? Why did this family get broken apart? And it's scary, and we wonder what happened to these people. The kids are floating in the ocean trying to decide who they should side with, mom or dad. Mom and dad are trying to figure out how to move forward financially, emotionally, mentally. The future seems like it's completely up in the air for everybody. And for everyone who knows the family, we tend to look and just wonder, I thought they were great. I thought it was fine. What happened? I want to talk about that. Because oftentimes the story is untold. We have to go back in time. We have to go back in time to where it started. So here's a beach. And here is the wedding scene. And this couple, they are full of nothing but dreams of the future, the aspirations of what they will be together, what they will experience together. Will we start a business together? We'll have kids together and travel to great places, and we'll accomplish so much together and build a great house. And at the wedding scene, there's people that sit in the chairs, and we're all hoping and anticipating that these people will really enjoy life together. But here's the reality. These two people get married, and here is the boat of their life that they get on board. And on board this boat, they shove off from land, and they're waving goodbye to everybody. And while they're waving goodbye, almost immediately that they embark on this journey together, they begin to feel their feet getting wet. And they think to themselves, why are my feet wet? Are my feet supposed to be wet? Is there a problem here? It's not raining. There's no waves that are coming over top of this boat. The reason their feet are wet is because there's holes in their boat. There's two holes in the boat. Because there's holes in the boat, very early on in their relationship, they have to take buckets and they have to get water off of their boat so they don't sink. And so, although they might smile for a photo and show up in public like everything's great, what's really happening on board is every day they feel like they're bailing water off of their boat just to make it through the day. They have to prevent sinking. And this is the reality of many marriages. It's not that after 15 or 20 years something terrible happens here. It's that from the very beginning, the relationship, it's not life-giving. We don't know how to think to create a great relationship. And so early on, what these two people have together is something it's more suffocating than it is life-giving. It's even draining. So here comes the fatal mistake that people make. One is that we think that the problem is the marriage. I married the wrong person. It's the marriage's fault, or it's my spouse's fault. Probably neither is true. What's really true, this hole right here comes from this person right here that had weaknesses, fears, and insecurities that they had before they ever got married. And this hole right here represents the insecurities, fears, and weaknesses that this person had before they got married. It's not about the marriage. It's about the humans within the marriage. So when things get ugly on board this ship, this is when we tend to maybe do something like counseling. Usually not, because most human beings, our only goal is to look good with people, not actually be good with each other. That's human instinct. It's not because we're evil. It's because We're so desperately concerned with our image in the sight of people that we will actually do what's better for our image than what's better for our reality. And so human instinct will be that we will hide our mess, even if it leads to the ultimate mess of shipwreck. So what can people do? What people can do is realize that it's not about the marriage. It's about these two people, and will they be what they were made to be on planet Earth? This is why when we help people with marriage, we do the Purpose Mastermind. Because the problem is not the marriage. The marriage simply exposes these holes. The marriage exposes our fears, our insecurities, and our weaknesses for the purpose of us overcoming them. But that's a missing link that we oftentimes never see that. This is why when we help couples with marriage, we don't talk about what appears to be the problem. We talk about what were you made to be as a person on planet Earth. Because if you will be the person you were made to be, think the way you were made to think by God's design, then you will become the person that's capable of being in a powerful, life-giving marriage. When the individuals in the marriage change, then the marriage changes. But oftentimes we try to do the opposite. We want to have the marriage change so that my life will be different. Actually, we change ourselves, and then that changes our marriage. That's why when it comes to helping people that are in desperate marriage situations, we walk them through the Purpose Mastermind to help them be who they were made to be, think in a way that works. And the result is not just a changed marriage, but a changed life. Because these holes in the boat of marriage, those are the same holes that will hold us back as parents, hold us back in occupation, hold us back in our other friendships. It'll hold us back from our dreams. So the problems in marriage are a great gift. They expose the things in us that need to get exposed so that we can be the people we were made to be and make the difference in this world our lives were made to make.